All right. Woo! We're here. All right. We had we average what? At least one or two.
One or two.
Yeah, technical difficulties every time. So the microphone is, I don't know, it's being
it's got a mind of its own right now.
There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I had to think of something before I said something stupid, right?
I got you.
Yeah. All right. So welcome to the fourth episode. Fourth episode. I want to say thanks to everybody that continues to watch and, for your support and insight and everything that you guys do. That's really awesome. The chat is live. There is and I've been talking to a couple people. There is a slight bit of lag as far as between the chat and the video. There's a delay. That's the word I'm for, not a lag. Delay.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, I feel like with our shows, each time we get a little bit better. It's just the growing process. We're never going to get better if we just sit and watch somebody else do a show. So we might as well get our feet wet and do it. Jump in, grab the bulls by the horn. So before we get started, I wanted to tell everybody, and I got to read this because I don't have all the information. IWA DAWG present Wrestling at the Alms on November 18th at the Alms Center in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Oh, that's pretty cool. Tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for children. This show features WWE Hall of Famer J.J. Dillon. Got his autograph up there. Now we're going. Oh yeah. So now we're going to go right into some. I was reading it word for word. So anyways, now we're going to go into some news. Yeah, give me a scroll there. We call this section of the show All the Rage. All right. So remember last week, okay, we talked about Ricochet. All right, remember that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you're a fan, right? You like him?
Yeah, I do like him. He was great in Lucha.
Okay, have you ever watched him do any indie stuff as Ricochet?
No, just in Lucha.
Or like him and Will Ospreay?
No, never watched anything other than him and Lucha.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, so the last episode of Lucha Underground was on Wednesday night. Okay. Wednesday night. It was either Thursday or Friday. Ricochet posted, it was a picture of a clock with the tweet, "The clock begins now." So he's got 90 days. So I'm excited to see what happens there. So I'm thinking he's going WWE the way it's going.
More than likely.
I mean, and I think that it's a great idea
for
WWE in a sense, for WWE. Not, I don't know about Ricochet with everything that's going on right now with the WWE.
We got a lot to talk about.
Right, exactly. And I mean, in a matter of like, I was just talking to somebody earlier today. Matter of fact, it was Kirsten Weir. I was talking to him, and we were just talking about how unimpressive the TLC card was.
Yeah,
and then like as I'm pulling away, I get an alert on my phone that what we'll talk about here, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? Right? So we're moving on to Neville, right? We talked about Neville last week.
Yeah, he just walked out.
Is that what they're?
Or didn't show up.
Okay.
Or not, I don't believe they've released anything yet, but I don't know.
All right. Well, so then the report came out that Nia Jax wasn't at Raw either.
Or she left in an angry rage.
That's how it started.
Right.
Yeah, and then I don't know. There's been multiple reports, no official anything from WWE or Nia Jax, and we'll talk about this in a second. But there's several rumors. There's rumors she's negotiating a new contract. There's rumors she's unhappy about the direction of her character. There's what else? There's she just needed, or she's tired or something.
Right, she's tired.
And that's Alexa Bliss, who I guess her and Alexa Bliss are really good friends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't know that was.
No, me neither.
I thought that was a work.
Right.
I didn't think it was a real thing.
Well, so anyways, they say that she just needs a light leave of absence because, you know, the road's getting to her, blah, 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 blah.
Which could very well be.
Well, yeah, but then you go into the rest of the day, right? You know, so the last reports regarding Neville is that Vince was upset that he walked out and he wants a release, and there's no official word whether or not they're going to release him or going to make him run out the rest of his contract. Okay, so you have that. Okay, then you have Kevin Owens. Okay, Kevin Owens is out. Well, let me get that correct. He was in some shows overseas and he came home.
Right.
Okay, and apparently there's supposedly some type of sickness,
a viral infection,
and everybody's getting sick.
Area.
All right, I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. So he's not. So we don't know if he's going to be on SmackDown. Okay, we don't know if he's going to be on SmackDown. Then, you know, we're going to talk about this more later too. But yeah, what's going on? You know, like, is there something going on backstage that we don't know about? Or are we just theorizing and
sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that we don't know about.
And probably that we don't want to know about.
Right.
You know?
Right. So, you know, and as we were going through this, we were making the
she might be. I told you she was on her way back.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That was great. So yeah, as I was leaving earlier today, I was talking to Kyosim, and as I was leaving, I get a message on my phone from WWE because, you know, I have the app on there.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's Kurt Angle is wrestling at TLC.
So who's he wrestling for?
Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Okay. So Roman Reigns is, I guess, sick.
That's
okay. So now Kurt Angle's in. Then Bray Wyatt is sick too, apparently.
Well, who's taking his spot?
That would be AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
But I guess they're keeping him the demon.
Is AJ going to be Sister Abigail? That would be amazing.
I don't know. I don't know. But it's that's crazy that and now TLC kind of got interesting.
Only
Kinda.
because of AJ.
You think so?
I'm not. See,
Kurt Angle coming back for the first time in over 11 years, and I mean, wrestling in a ring in over 11 years.
I don't want to see him get hurt.
Man, come on, it's Kurt Angle.
I understand that, and that's why I'm saying I don't want to see him get hurt.
Oh,
you know?
I don't know.
One bad moonsault, it's all over with. You know?
Well, I don't know. I want to see him wrestle again. What's the point of coming back if you're not going to wrestle?
To be the GM. So what? You'd want Mick Foley to jump in a ring?
Yeah.
No way. That poor man can barely move.
That's my thought process, and I think he's got a lot more in him. We're going to talk about the ROH pay-per-view a little bit more in a little bit here. Quiet the dog down. Good luck. So, anyways, that's Caden right now. That's the son. Anyways, we'll talk about ROH a little bit, but I really want to talk about the Young Bucks and their marketing genius. I know I talk about the Young Bucks a lot, but I really like these guys.
Well, I mean,
I really do like these guys. I don't know. Something about them. I like the way that they just kind of own the business.
They're raging against the machine.
Yeah,
so
they are.
Like
you know, anti-establishment. You know,
that's right.
I mean, so you know, and I watched the ROH pay-per-view over the weekend, and so the first thing is, and we won't even talk about the one thing, right? But we'll talk about, so they, that shirt I was wearing, the cease and desist.
Yes.
And then they had the 2 sweet, and then they had the sensor to cause it. They are now selling, I don't know what they're made of, because I couldn't tell, but they're obviously something that you can wear on your hand and go like this, and it says censored across it when you do a 2 sweet.
That's amazing.
Just think about that for a second.
I mean,
how much money are they going to make on this?
Millions, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, it's shut the dog up.
Hopefully they send Vince a thank you card.
Right. Well, I would too.
Hello, Dazzling Duck.
Hello. Yes. So they do this, and we'll talk about it more, but they just started the new 1 sweet movement. Okay. So instead of doing 2 sweet, they do 1 sweet because they can't, right? They're not able to do it.
I mean, I'm not a fan.
Right. But the fans at the pay-per-view definitely seemed like they did it.
I'm sure they ate it up.
They still were doing the be elite, be elite.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. There was that. And then
if you're not watching that, you need to.
Right. And then there's the 1 sweet, 1 sweet, whoop, whoop, because they do the Marty Scurll thing, right? Okay. So there's that. And then so we'll go right into it. Okay, let's talk about it. You didn't watch it.
No, of course not.
Of course you suck.
Watch anything,
You suck, man.
I am a WWE guy.
Really? You can't even watch ROH?
I have no way.
That's something coming up.
I know. See?
Yeah. Fight TV, man.
That's called a segue.
Right, yeah. But Fight TV, you can watch it for free on Fight TV.
Right, and I just found out about that tonight. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I will have a your beard's lacking, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's
cool.
No,
so you can watch it. You can watch their weekly episodes on Fight TV,
right?
And then they have the pay-per-views on there. Like, so ROH was $20 for
that ain't bad
for Global Wars, and they had Kenny Omega on the card, so that was pretty cool. So I you can go on there, but Impact's going to be on there too. Bound for Glory. That's next month, and they want like 40 bones for that.
Oh wow!
Ouch!
Yeah,
for
TNA.
Ow! That one hurts. That's a lot of money.
I don't know.
I can go to a really good indie show for $50.
I don't know if
I get front row tickets and VIP.
I don't know if you could put a gun to my back and make me pay $40 to watch TNA.
I don't know, man. That's in city. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So let's start off. Cody Rhodes cuts a promo. Cody, whatever. He starts the show off, cuts a promo, talks some smack about what's that?
Cody Runnels.
Whatever. Cody Rhodes. Cuts a promo, and he basically talks some trash to Roman Reigns about something to do with packing seats and being in. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're going back and forth. What's that?
I was unaware of this too.
Yeah, they're going back and forth. I guess they're having a tweeter.
Doesn't even have to become
Twitter.
A tweeter,
right?
Because I need to follow some of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't really. I'm not really big into Twitter, man.
I got an account.
I think I do. I'm not sure.
I've got an account. I used it for like 20 minutes one day and was like,
right.
So
one of the big things that happened was, Bully Ray that's what he's called in ROH,
right? Bully
Ray, and then he was Bubba Ray in WWE,
that's right.
And Team 3D. Okay,
Bubba Ray,
probably one of the best, or not best, but greatest hardcore wrestlers around. He's not the greatest, but he is. Definitely not. He's in the top 10 at least. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
At least, and then
number one tag team, I'll say number one hardcore tag team.
Well, number one hardcore tag team, probably one of the best tag teams
ever.
Right. All right. He comes out, he retires. He took a headshot at the previous pay-per-view, and apparently he's not doing so good. And he said he didn't want it. You know, he doesn't. You know, he really loves it and everything, and he just can't.
But he has to step away,
right? And then he did something really cool. He brought a kid out. He called a kid out from the crowd, had him come in, got down on his level, and he's like, you represent all my fans because I can't talk to every one of my fans individually. Thank you. And he says to the kid, and then before he came, like as he came out, he put somebody through a table, and he says, "That's the last time I'm going to put somebody through a table." And he gives the kid a piece of the table.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, good job. And he's like, raise your hand and show everybody what you got. Oh man, it was so awesome, man.
Good job, Bubba Ray.
Right, and it was hard because, come on, man, that's a lot of memories right there.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, man.
Out of nowhere, it's just like when Edge retired or Daniel Bryan had to stop. You're just kind of like, dude.
When Edge retired, I cried like a little girl.
Right, or Sting, like when
Sting,
and I was, oh man, that sucks, dude.
Poor Bubba.
Yeah, I know. But there was plenty of matches. Will Ospreay was wrestled out that night too.
He's amazing.
Right. He's an acrobatic kind of guy, but he's really good, and he can work the mic pretty good too.
Yeah.
But Kenny Omega was on the card. What's that? Yoshihashi. All right, and they went for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, and
first time defended on American soil.
Yes,
first time ever.
And it's a new title. They just came up with it not too long ago.
I understand that, but still,
right? Yeah, I know.
History.
And Kenny Omega, right? Kenny Omega isn't signed to ROH. He's New Japan. And so Global Wars is, New Japan and ROH.
Right.
Yeah. And so him, they wrestled. Kenny Omega wins. He retains the title. And then they all start, then the Bullet Club comes out and, everything's going on. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's not over yet. We need to take a selfie. And they're like, what? You ain't got a phone? Oh, you ain't got a phone? And, they go to everyone in the Bullet Club, Marty Scurll, all of them, Cody. You ain't got a phone?
So who had a phone?
They go, oh, you got a phone. Guess who's in the crowd?
Who?
Jimmy Jacobs.
No way.
Yeah. Jimmy Jacobs, all right? So Jimmy Jacobs is out in the crowd, and if you don't know anything about Jimmy Jacobs, he was the guy that he was writing for WWE. He's friends with those guys because he was in ROH when they did the when they did the takeover, okay? When they did the takeover, he went outside, took a selfie, okay?
And he got busted. Well, actually, he posted it on Twitter,
right?
And even hashtag WWE in it.
Yep.
So, nothing like
so he got let go,
face, right?
So he got let go, and anyway, so they took a selfie with him, and then they were walking away. And one of the Young Bucks grabs these. Sorry, we got you fired, dude.
That's great.
That's Well, and then I guess, I think we talked about this last week, so Sunday night was Chicago, Friday night, the night we did the show, Thursday night, one of the nights they did a show in Columbus, and they cut a promo, and they were basically talking about they're glad they work for a company that they can go post pictures with friends and they're not going to get fired and all this other stuff. And then the anti-WWE movement started,
Oh, man.
And they're,
I don't know if it started then. I think it's been, there's been a big anti-WWE thing for a long time with some guys.
Well, Well, CM Punk, obviously.
I didn't think I'd ever see Joe in the WWE.
Really?
He tried out years ago, and Vince said no because he was too fat.
Well, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I've never really been.
Say that about another person,
Yeah, well, I've never really been a big fan of Samoa Joe personally.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Man,
it's just like you and Sir Goldberg.
No, it's not.
You don't like Goldberg.
Yeah, I know, but they're joking Russell.
Ah, you're killing me, man. Ah, you're killing me. All right. So, this weekend, Sunday, right? TLC's coming out. We've been talking about it, all right? So I'm writing the outline, okay? And as I'm writing the outline, and this is pre-announcement, right? Pre-text messages, whatever thing it was, okay? And I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, you're reading the card and you're like, oh, well, that one, no.
Right.
This one might be. No, probably not.
No,
I see one good match on the entire card, actually. If we go by the original match card, I see one good match.
Which one?
Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the best match on the card.
Huh.
I mean, the Shield.
Okay, best match on the card. Okay, yeah.
Best match on the card.
I'm excited to see Asuka. I really am.
Well, I mean, that's but I'm not a fan.
Fat doesn't seem a big hindrance to most wrestlers. This message is held for review. All right. So, anyways, yeah. I don't know. I'm not. So, looking at that card, all right, I'm not exactly sold that. So, this is my thoughts. You ready for this? Okay. I am glad that I only paid $10, $9.99 a month for the WWE Network instead of buying a pay-per-view on cable for that junk.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Just saying.
Now, if we watched this card, more than likely, what would you give it out of? What would you rate it out of a 10? 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
Without seeing anything.
And
that's without the changes, right?
Yeah, without anything, just like this. More than likely, I'd probably, just looking at the card, I'm probably going to throw it a 3, and that's being generous.
Yeah, see, that's where I was at. I was like maybe 4.
Now, what do you think about, what did you rate the Ring of Honor pay-per-view?
Oh, 8. Hands down 8.
8 easy?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the difference between Ring of Honor and the WWE is? Why? Because we both agreed that the last pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, wasn't amazing.
No.
This one obviously isn't amazing. What's the difference? What is Ring of Honor doing so right and WWE doing so wrong?
I don't know.
That's the biggest. I've been asking that for months.
Let's ask our people watching.
My opinion, I say Ring of Honor allows they give them a little more broad scope. You know what I mean? They allow
more control, more creative control.
Yeah, they allow a little more, and it reminds me of, from what I see on
too many pay-per-views.
Yeah, that too. I agree with that too.
Too many.
I agree with that too.
Watered down, G-rated.
Yeah.
That's.
But the creative
and brand split.
See, I liked that.
I kind of liked it too, but now it's running.
I like it. But ran differently. If it was ran like 2 separate entities instead of just 2 separate shows, I think it could be better. No time for the storyline to grow. Some are, some aren't. Some have months of growth.
Well, some of them
and some they draw. I mean, look at Shane and Kevin Owens. What's it been, 2 or 3 months that they've been going at it?
Yeah, but it's led into other things though too. So
but
it's branched
some
out. Things
they drag out and beat like a dead horse.
Baron Corbin, AJ Styles. That's all I got to say about that one. I agree.
But I mean, they've been like that forever. Yeah. Even in the 80s, they were like that.
Right.
You know?
With ROH, it's independent, so it's got more of an indie feel. They're smaller shows, so they're louder. You know what I mean? And you look, they're selling out everywhere they go.
Yeah, right? Everywhere. You know? But they have big names.
Right. Well, yeah, they do. But the Young Bucks, there's some merchandise and selling dudes.
The Bullet Club, they're a big name.
Cody, Marty Scurll, who's really good. What Hangman? I don't know his Hangman something. He's
Adam Page, right?
Is that who it is? I can't remember.
I thought that's who it was.
I can't remember, but anyways, yeah, he's Bullet Club too. Trying to think. You got Jay Lethal, Silas Young. Man, dude, you got
they got a stacked.
Right. Is Flip Gordon's in ROH, isn't he? That is very true.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and they are loud. Boy, oh boy, and they chant and chant. And Evolve was the same way.
They've always been loud shows for as long ago as I can remember. I watched Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Ring of Honor. You know,
well, you know, and that goes to like Kevin Owens. That's why I like Kevin Owens a lot, is because he works the crowd.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I love that stuff. You know, there's a guy. I can't remember his name. Right off the top of my head because I got too much going on up here. But there's a guy who wrestles in
what?
What?
What'd you just say?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, I got a lot going on up here.
No, you don't.
Shut up. Bam. He was at a BWCW show. By the time everybody, when he walked out, he did a once around the ring, and the way he worked the crowd. Man, they were ready to kill him by the time he was done. Oh man, and I loved it. I loved it though. And then I seen him afterwards, and I was like, man, you're good.
Yeah, that's a good. If you can get the crowd to want to kill you, you're good.
Right? Yeah. See, let the crowd be loud. Don't try to shut them down like the WWE. Right? Definitely interaction, smaller gigs. Yeah, that's kind of what I like about Evolve too. Evolve's not even close to the size of ROH. You know what I mean? But they 3 rows all the way around.
Oh yeah, 3 rows.
You know, and then the one side, the camera side, they always have it like, you know, a bunch of rows.
Right.
But it's really small and it works. So Bullet Club for life. You hear that?
That kind of creeped me out. Man.
Yeah, you like that? All right.
No, not really.
You don't like Bullet Club?
I'm probably going to have nightmares now.
Get out of here. All right. So, enough about TLC. It's not even really worth talking about. Well, I mean,
other than the changes.
Right. Finn Balor, AJ Styles.
And I'm only happy about one. I'm only happy about one of the changes.
Which one?
AJ.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
I want to see Kurt Angle wrestle again.
I'm not impressed with Kurt Angle.
Oh,
no, I'm not. Actually, what I'm trying. I'm sorry, that came out completely wrong, and I apologize, because I am impressed with Kurt Angle. His entire career is amazing. He's one of the greatest wrestlers, hands down, of all time. But he's a little old. He's a little banged up, and I don't want to see him get hurt a little bit more by any of these morons that they got him in the ring with. Right. You know what I mean? Some of those guys aren't very safe, if you ask me.
Right.
But AJ Styles being on the card makes a lot of things happen.
I'm going to go kill my dog in a minute.
Don't do that.
That's what's going to happen. No, I really won't do that. I'm just saying.
Max will take you anyway.
Yeah, right. Dang, dog. All right, anyways. Complications. So anyways, last week we talked about Wrestle Circus. Their show's coming up tomorrow.
Is it really?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
21st.
Yeah.
So let me see here. You can go, it's
Twitch.
Yeah, go.twitch.tv/Wrestle Circus. So if you go to Twitch, most devastating move in WWE. Yep. So you can go to Twitch, watch Wrestle Circus tomorrow. I forget what time. I didn't write that down. And if you really like it, you can subscribe to their channel. It's $4.99 a month. And when you do that, or if you have Amazon Prime, it's free. You just have to do it every month. So if you have Amazon Prime, you don't have to pay the $4.99. And what that does is it gives you access to all their VOD content, video on demand. So all their prior, I guess you'd call it pay-per-view, but whatever.
Yeah.
But so I pay the $4.99 because I really like what they got to offer. So I'm not gonna.
It's only $4.99. You get
Right.
a lot of wrestling for $4.99.
Yeah. Well, you can watch the one where I talked about where Cody Rhodes auctioned off his boots and whatever.
Yeah.
Do that. I pay the $4.99. It's worth it. So we talked about that a little bit. So let's move on into some weekly shows, eh?
All right, if we have to. I mean,
all right, Raw. Raw. Very raw.
Yeah, it wasn't. I kind of fall asleep a lot during Raw. It's not. I don't just fall asleep once either.
Yeah, well,
I fall asleep. I wake up.
That's about it too. That's it. And I'm just like,
fall
whatever.
Asleep again.
Right.
I'm like, man, they really got to do something about this.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to run too much. Maybe 3 hours is too much.
Right. The Seth Rollins and Ambrose took on the bar again. How many times now?
AJ Styles and Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's
I don't understand, but there's not much in the way of tag teams on Raw, really.
Well, you got a pay-per-view coming up where you got what, 5-on-3?
5-on-3, yes, sir.
And it includes the bar. And it includes Seth Rollins and Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that take away from your pay-per-view? Exactly, the Raw before pay-per-view?
I don't know. That's how they used to do it. They would match you, and
it gives you nothing to look forward to. You've already seen it 100 times.
Oh well. I mean,
again, goes back to too many dang pay-per-views.
I don't know. Even before when 6-7 years ago, John Cena, Randy Orton, every Monday, every pay-per-view, every SmackDown, everything, superstars. It didn't matter what it was. It was every match was John Cena versus Randy Orton. So I mean, it's it's the WWE. It's what they do, and they're good at it.
I guess if they're so good at it, why are they losing? Why are they not selling out the arenas anymore? Why are they losing all the ratings if they're so good?
Because real fans realize that they're not good at what they're doing right now.
No, that's for sure.
They need to let go a little bit.
Yeah, to build the tag team, they say. That's why they keep doing it.
Which tag team though?
Right.
To build the Shield?
Right.
I mean, they've already been built prior.
Right.
But,
Yeah, well, why are they going on a 5-on-3?
Right.
To build up the Shield more?
They don't need to.
Okay, so then here we go. It's a 5-on.
But honestly, I think the 5-on-3 has more to do with Kane and Braun Strowman than it does the Shield and anybody else.
How though? Kane's leaving.
I know. Kane's more than likely getting ready to set and run towards retirement, right?
Well, he's also running for mayor.
Yeah, I understand that, but he's probably set to run towards his retirement, right?
Yeah.
And now he's been the big red monster for 10, 12 years, whatever. And yes, The Miz does suck. I agree.
He is a good
gold on the mic.
That's for sure. That's like Enzo, right?
Yeah.
Although he just talks.
And now we got Braun Strowman,
way too much.
The monster among men. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a passing of the. I see this as maybe an opening for the passing of the torch from one monster to the next kind of thing. Build up Kane and Braun Strowman for a WrestleMania match, which Kane more than likely puts Strowman over, retires, waits a year, gets inducted. I mean, it writes itself.
That's garbage.
I know, but
that's garbage.
Just looking at, but then again, yes, Mayor Kane, yes.
Yeah, he's running for mayor. You didn't know that?
Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Pay attention. Where you been?
Through hellfire and brimstone,
right,
we will clean up these streets.
I don't. When he came back, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then they're like, oh, yeah, he's the next member. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm going,
what?
Wait a minute. You don't fit.
It makes no sense. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's what most people were talking about that night was Kane returned.
Of course. Everyone wants Kane to come back.
The music hit. It almost seemed like it was just kind of like, like a distraction.
That's what I thought.
And then all of a sudden the ring opens up and here he comes.
Yeah, I'm
like, dude.
I was honestly surprised.
Honestly. Hello. What with the hat, man? What's with the hat?
I'm going bald, so I like to cover it up so the light doesn't shine on it.
At least he's honest, right? See, we're right straight to the
we are point. 100.
Hey, Hollywood, what's up? Well, hey, man, look at that. That guy, he wrote an article about Alex. And
all right.
Yeah, and ever since then, we've all just kind of, he writes, about wrestling and all kinds of stuff, anything to do with sports, really. But yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Hollywood?
Yeah, he's out in Grand Rapids area there. Alex is wrestling in a show out there. Or he already did. I can't remember. But anyways. Yeah, pretty sweet, huh? Star Wars nerd. Huge Star Wars nerd. Anyways, so now we're going to go into SmackDown a little bit. How do I say this without WWE really likes to dog on Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, I think it's Daniel Bryan dogging on Daniel Bryan.
You think so?
I really do. Daniel Bryan is about putting on the best show that he can. You know what I mean?
Right. And welcome back, Dazzling Duck.
The easiest way to get the fans is to take cheap shots at his career ending. You know what I mean? So especially in his hometown, you know what I mean? That's the best way to bring heat.
Right. You're right. I agree with you there. I don't know, man. I'm getting tired.
I agree.
I like Daniel Bryan. I really do. I met him, and he was a really cool guy. And
that's why you feel that way. Because to me, I'm just like,
they're working me. I guess they're working me, but whatever.
Yeah, they are. Because Dan, you've met him. You don't know him. You've met him. So he's a nice dude. And
so Hollywood says he went to SmackDown after Hell in a Cell, and he said it was one of the worst experiences he had.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, no, excuse me. Worst atmosphere. Excuse me, I misread. My bad. I'm going to kill the dog in a minute. That's what's going to happen. All right. And then am I the best or what? Okay. Anyways. Okay. So.
You might be.
And then Sin Cara comes back and beats Baron Corbin. What?
Hey, at least it wasn't AJ Styles.
I don't understand.
I don't really either.
So the belt wasn't on the line, and Sin Cara and
it's to make Baron Corbin look bad. He
does that by walking out and talking.
I'm kind of a Baron Corbin fan, honestly. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
This is a good one. That's funny. Anyways, so in the beginning of the show, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, in the beginning of the show, that whole deal happens.
Yeah, they made you cry.
They made him.
I mean, they made him cry. I meant they made him cry. That's what I meant.
Right. So, anyways. Okay. And they were like, they went against Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens went against Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. When the referees had their back turned, Sami Zayn hit Orton with a low blow and connected with a haluva. right?
Yeah,
and
haluva kick.
Haluva.
That's right.
Haluva kick. And got the pin. And so they beat him. And then they get to the backstage and they're rubbing it in Daniel Bryan's face. And then Daniel Bryan says, hey, Hollywood's cool, bro. Leave him alone. Anyways, where am I going with this? Oh, yeah. So then they say, Daniel Bryan, they're talking to Daniel Bryan, and who are you going to have us wrestle next? Blah, blah, blah. And he says, it's not my call. It's Shane McMahon. Right. So Shane McMahon's coming back. I'm not sure if I'm ecstatic about the Sami Zayn heel turn here.
Oh, I am.
Are you really?
Yeah. I think, honestly, I was less excited about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens splitting up as friends than I am. You know, I think that they should have been buddies from day one. They should have been buddies forever. It should have been like a
why
the outsiders thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but WWE, you know what they're gonna do. They'll get them together. They'll tag team for a while, and they'll break them up again.
Right.
Because, and then they'll put them together, and then they'll break them up.
Right, because they're looking.
And they'll do this over and over and over again.
That's how they do.
Because they're out of things to do, story-wise. Because they don't know how to write.
I've been saying that for a long time.
True. Very true.
The writers that WWE has are horrible.
Right. Now, on the other hand, though, I like Kevin Owens, and I think he's a great heel.
Kevin Owens is amazing.
Evan Owens is the stuff, man.
He's a good heel. He's a good baby face.
I would rather he be a heel.
Oh, well, yeah, I do too. I do too, but that's because there aren't any.
Yeah.
More than likely he will.
Yeah.
Who do you see Shane putting
I think somebody's coming back. That's the trend right now. You got all these people.
Yeah,
that true. Or somebody's coming over from SmackDown.
I think someone's coming up
from NXT. Who?
AOP.
Really?
I would hope.
Okay.
They're amazing. Have you ever watched them? Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
They're great.
Well, and then Impact. You got Impact. I haven't really been watching. They should let them pay for seats. Right, exactly. They're having a conversation about when he went to the show.
Got ya.
So anyways, Impact came up. I've been really slacking on watching. I don't know if you even watch at all, do you?
No, I haven't watched. Actually, I haven't watched Impact since they left cable television.
Well, they're still on cable. They're on Pop.
That don't count. I have every channel known to man, but I still don't get Pop.
Really?
Yeah, I paid $200 for Xfinity cable, and I don't get Pop.
Better call them.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want my money back.
I did 3 times. I said, "Look, I just want this one channel." They said $9.99.
Am I good at fighting? You don't want to fight me.
No, he's not.
No, I'm a big wussy. Anyways,
he's soft.
Yeah. Where's that? I'm looking up here first. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't really been watching. And it's hard to watch because you know who Josh Matthews is?
He is the whiniest, most horrible announcer I've ever listened to.
That's why I don't watch a lot of Impact because I can't.
I didn't know he was still there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and they had a storyline where him and the other announcer were going back and forth. They even had a match where Josh Matthews had Steiner as his partner, and the other guy had
Scott Steiner.
Yeah,
really.
And then the other guy had the guy that plays Abyss, but he was playing a different character.
Yeah,
and that was horrible.
I bet
it was horrible. So all right, so where are we at here?
We are right here.
Well, I know that. Oh yeah, so we are. We're getting towards the end of the show. We didn't really, I mean, we talked, there was a lot of news that happened. However, you know, we didn't really talk about the shows because they were kind of uninteresting. And oh yeah, I didn't talk about that. Thank you for reminding me about that. I was going to put that in there and I forgot. The NXT match, Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole.
Oh yeah, I was so busy. I'm sorry. I was so busy this week. I didn't get to watch 205.
Right.
And I didn't get to watch NXT
right,
because
you had your grandbaby.
Yeah,
was
my
born,
grandbaby
right?
was born this week. So
yeah,
I was a little busy. So
yeah, and that's cool. And congratulations on there. And they're at your house right now. You said
yes, right now, yes.
So that's cool. So everybody, congratulations there to Chunk at being a granddad again. At least it was you before me. But so yeah, Hollywood's talking about NXT. They announced the match. Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole for the title, and Shawn Michaels is going to be the ref. To my understanding, the same night.
See now,
205 is still going. He hasn't stopped talking yet.
Yeah,
that's great. And so, yeah,
that's believable. That's more believable than Alexa Bliss as the women's champ.
So, going back to the HBK thing, apparently the same night ROH has a show.
Oh yeah,
and you know I don't know if it's a pay-per-view or if it's the
night before.
Is it the night before?
The night before Takeover.
Oh right,
but still,
whatever. You can pay. Any real wrestling fan will watch both.
Oh yeah,
you know, truthfully.
Oh yeah. You know? I don't watch wrestling because of storylines.
I watch for wrestling.
Like 205. A lot of people look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them I watch it, but to me, it's amazing. A lot of the matches are great, and that's why I watch. I watch strictly for the wrestling. I don't half the time. I don't even know what's going on with the storylines.
Yeah. There we go. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know. This microphone, there's a wire on this thing, and it gets stupid. So thank you for letting us know.
Nothing.
Should be there now. Yay! Touchdown! Or 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, something. 10.
Right. So that's, we were talking. He says he watches them for the matches too. But a good, solid match really interests me. Yeah. And that's, I like a lot of the high flyers, so that's why I would like to watch 205, but 205 just kind of drags on, and you've already watched.
But see, a lot of the high flyers I've noticed, like Kofi should be in 205. He's a high flyer. Someone else I forget now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Brain fart.
It's well, I like I like watching Will Ospreay. The Will Ospreay Flip Gordon match at for ROH was great. You know, and I like watching Ricochet, Prince Puma. I like watching you know, Rey Mysterio. RVD, and you really could think of, you know, back in the day, RVD, he would do some high flying stuff. It wasn't too crazy flippy stuff, but it was still, you know, it was still pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah, Juventud Guerrero, remember that?
Oh yeah,
Hoovy.
Yeah, I loved Air Hoovy. He was amazing.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
La Parka.
Right.
He was great.
La Parka. All right, so we're getting towards the end of the show. We're running out of stuff to talk about, anyways. But I want to go back up there.
No, you don't need it. You already know.
Well, I do know.
You know all this.
I do, but I don't know the part there in the middle. All right. So next week we have a special guest. Okay, it's already locked down. It's coming. It's happening, and we're going to announce it tonight because I just feel like it. I want to. I already announced the 27th, but tonight we're going to talk about the 20th, right? Or wait, no, the 20
next week.
Next week. So it's 27th, and then the other one's the 3rd. That's the third. Right. Okay. All right. So anyways, the special guest next week on Rasslin Rage or Rasslin Rage.
Rasslin Rage.
He's a member of the 5 Most Wanted. All right. Along with Cody Hawk, Sean Casey, Michael Edible Barnes, and Chris Harris and Shauna Reed. He's been featured on shows such as Heroes and Legends of Wrestling with Ric Flair, which was cool. He's been on a nationally televised Half Pint Brawlers. All right. He won the Blue Water Championship, Micro Championship, and it's none other than Half Pint Punk, Eric Smalls. Throw it up, throw it down. All right. So tune in next week for that. And let's make sure you guys head over to YouTube. You subscribe. You go to Facebook. You like. You do all that stuff. I just set up. Oh, I told you about this, didn't I? I just set up. We're working on a web page here shortly. What are they saying?
They ain't gonna watch next week.
Okay, fine. Don't watch. Boo to you. Okay. Anyways, boo to you. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. You can now go to Rasslin Rage, just like it, you know, RASSLIN Rage, RAGE, YouTube.com, and it will go right to our YouTube channel. All right, so that's awesome. And then we're gonna have a webpage shortly too, and I'm gonna do some fun stuff with that. We're working on it slowly but surely. It's baby steps, baby steps. All right. They call me Cody.
They call me Chunk.
We're out. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.